Hi guys, welcome to Creative Mind. So today we are going to start chapter 1 science class 9, that is matter in our surroundings. So first we are going to see the introduction, that is what is matter. So everything in this universe made up of material, that is matter, made up of matter, and the air we breathe, the food we eat, the clouds, the stones, the stars, all are even made up of matter. So in other words, they have both mass and volume. So matter is classified into 5 elements or panch tattva, that is air, earth, fire, sky and water. So modern day scientists have involved 2 types of classification of matter based on their physical and chemical nature. So in this chapter 1 we are going to see only about the physical nature, and in upcoming standards we can see about the chemical changes. Okay, so now we are going to see about the physical nature of matter, that is matter is made up of particles. So for that we need to perform an activity. So here is the activity. So this is activity 1.1. So take a 100 ml beaker and fill the half beaker with water and mix water with sugar or salt. So after adding sugar or salt, so after dissolving the salt or sugar in water, the particles of salt or sugar get into the spaces between the particles of water. So this activity tells us that matter is made up of particles. So now next topic that we are going to see is how small are the particles. So for that we need to perform another activity. For that we need to take 2 or 3 crystals of potassium permanganate and dissolve them in 100 ml of water, and we have to take 10 ml of this solution and put it into 90 ml of clear water and take it out the 10 ml of this solution and again we have to put it in a 90 ml of water. So you have to do this process at least 5 times. So this process estimating how small are the particles of water with every dilution through the color becomes lighter. It is still visible. So the meaning of this sentence is after shifting means diluting. So after diluting 5 times, still the water is visible, but it is lightly. So this experiment shows that a fewer crystal of potassium permanganate can color a large number of volume, at least for 1000 liters. So we can conclude that there must be a millions of tiny particles in just one crystal. Okay, so we have seen that matter is made up of particles and millions of particles are there in a one material. So next we are going to see is characteristics of particles matter. So this is nothing but how particles seems to move. So particles of matter are continuously moving. So when they possess the kinetic energy, and when the temperature rises, the particles move faster. So when the temperature decreases, the particle does not move, seems to move faster. So we can say that the temperature increase, the kinetic energy of the particles also increases, and the particles seems to move faster. So the intermixing of particles of 2 different types of matter on their own is called diffusion, and the heating and the temperature increasing makes the diffusion becomes faster. So this is about the particles moving faster, and next one is particles of matter attracting. So this is the same thing, that due to the force the particles get attracted to each other. So due to the strength of the force, it get attracted from various and one kind of matter or another. So remember that due to force only the particles of matter get attracted to each other. So the next one is states of matter. So here we have solid state. So solid state, it is nothing but they have a tendency to maintain the shape and when subjected to outside force. So it is difficult. So solid state means, example, take an example of a highlighter. So take the example of this highlighter. So this is a solid shape and it is difficult to change this position, and so because they were rigid. So take example of a rubber band. So take example of a rubber band. If you stretch a rubber band like this, it would be stretching. But if you leave the rubber band by not touching it, then it would be come to its actual shape. So this is a rubber band is example of solid. But if you overstretch it, it may break. So remember that solid can be, when force is used, it can be stretched, and when force is not used, it will come to its normal shape, and due to excessive force, the solid state objects can be break. So next one is liquid state. So liquid state has no fixed shape but has a fixed volume, and liquids flow but unchanged shape. Okay, because example, you take example of a water. So if you put the water in a container, it will comes to the container shape. So water has not a definite shapes because it is not rich, but it is a fluid. Fluid is a common name given for the liquid or gas. So remember that solids, liquids and gas can diffuse into liquids because the gases from atmosphere diffuse and dissolve in water. Example, oxygen and carbon dioxide are essential for the survival of aquatic animals and plants. So aquatic animals and plants breathe underwater due to the presence of dissolved oxygen in water. So remember that particles move freely and have a greater space between each other in liquids when compared to other states of matter. Okay, so next state is gaseous state. So they are highly compressible and when composed to gases and liquids. So due to this compressibility, a large number of gas can be filled in a small cylinder. So you will be thinking that the cylinder you are using for cooking is small in size, but inside that there is a large number of gas is filled. So it is due to the compressibility. Okay, so now we have finished till the states of matter. In next session we will be seeing the density and evaporation and types of process involved in liquid, gas and solid. Thank you. Like, share and subscribe to our channel Creative Mind.